Okay, I'm doing another video today. This is August the 4th. I think in my earlier video I said it was August 3rd, but today is August the 4th, and I'm just now leaving the grocery store, and they had a sign up saying that they were experiencing shortages. And everybody's in there shopping and going about things like everything is normal. But I really want to talk to you guys. I want to start getting you guys in the mindset of what if your local Walmart, Target, big block chain store, you go to the grocery store and there's nothing, or worse, you go to the grocery store and there's a line out the door and they're limiting the amount of items that people can buy. Because that'll be the first sign. That'll be the first sign. You ride past the grocery store and there are lines out the grocery store. Now, fortunately for you, because you're getting prepared now, because you're watching my channel, fortunately for you, you'll already have stockpiles. You just may be going in and get some fresh produce, which is fine, right? But if there are lines of people trying to buy canned goods, that's gonna be the telltale sign right there. That'll last, a couple 2, 3, 4 days, maybe, if we're lucky. And then, if people can't get food, do you go to work? Do you leave your house? Do you still, be a part of society and produce? It's a lot to think about. Think about that. If you know for a fact that people in your city, in your town, in your municipal cannot get food, do you leave your house? Or do you stay at your house and protect your house? Do you have adequate defense systems? Do you have weapons? Have you set booby traps? Is your house, is your property fenced in? Do you have plywood to put over your windows? Because think about it. That's like my neighbors. My neighbors know that I normally have stuff. Do you turn your neighbors away? Do you make friends? Do you make enemies in a crisis situation? Those are things you got to start thinking about now. If your neighbor comes, knocks on your door, it's like, hey man, we haven't eaten in 3 days, and can you spare a can of soup and a couple bottles of water? Do you turn them away? Because if you turn them away, you're going to create an enemy. And if somebody else comes along and gives them something, and they want to gang up on your house, what's going to happen? Now you have enemies that you've created. So are you prepping enough for your neighbors? Do you have alliances? Have you taught your neighbors how to prep, what to do? In my case, I don't know. I don't know if that's possible right now, because we won't have enough for ourselves. Well, we will, but you don't know how long a crisis like that is going to last. Do you have adequate water stores? Do you have a way of catching water? Do you have 3 ways of purifying water? See, these are things that you got to start thinking about now. Do you have a way of, if it gets bad enough to the point where, God dog it, if it gets that bad, do you have a way where you can actually start a fire? Do you have propane? Do you have extra charcoal? Do you even want to cook with charcoal? Get used to eating cold food. Get used to eating things out the can and just the way it is. Because do you want to make yourself a target by going outside and lighting up your grill? Because if you light up your grill, what's the first thing people do? People start smelling. And a hungry nose smells better. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but a hungry nose, you can't fool a hungry nose. Okay? So that's something else to think about. What about medical supplies? Do you at least have a first aid kit? Do you have some gauze? Do you have a tourniquet? Do you have bandages? Do you have a way of washing your clothes if the power grid goes down? Do you have lighting? Do you have adequate lighting? Do you have wind up radios? Do you have board games? Do you have cars? See, it's a whole bunch of things to think about because this could be the beginning of the ending. Think about it. Think about everything I'm talking about. This could literally be the beginning of the end. You never know what's going to start and trigger the end game. Hopefully this is just something that's we're going to go through for, a couple, 2 or 3, 4 weeks, and bam, it's over and done with. Hopefully the worst case scenario, food prices will go up drastically and then come back down because we get it all under control. Hopefully that's it. But if not, are you prepared? Are you ready? God forbid if people can't eat and people stop going to work, that creates more of the problem. Which means now, people are not going to the gas station. You can't get fuel. If people stop getting fuel, then that means the trucks that were shipping out food and materials and supplies, they're halted. So it's a chain reaction that can happen by a simple act of us having a food shortage right now. Because most people in America not only do not know how to grow food, one, they don't want to learn how to grow food, and two, they're not going to do it anyway. Why would I grow me some potatoes when I just go to Walmart and spend 39 cents on a can of them? Why would I do that? Doesn't make any sense, right? Exactly. It's another thing. Do you know how to work your ground? Do you have seeds stored up? Do you even want to be outside in a crisis? I mean, it's so many things to think about with this food shortage. And like I said, this could be the beginning of the ending. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll bounce back. Hopefully the only thing that happens is food prices go up a little bit and they come back down and everything goes back to normal. But hopefully, if you're watching this channel, you're already getting in the mindset of, I need to do something. And see, the things I bought today, we can always recycle those through our stock. We can always eat this stuff and add more. You can't go wrong with canned goods. Canned goods keep forever, okay? Even though they have an expiration date, they might not taste as great. But as long as the can is not damaged and bulged and the lid's not popped or anything, well, as I understand the things I've learned, they're pretty good to go. And like I said, it might not taste the greatest, but as far as some nutritional value, it'll keep you alive, from what I understand. Now, is it ideal? No, ideally, we just keep doing what we're doing and living life the way we're living. Ideally, but I'm telling you now, if you're watching this channel, that means congratulations, you're on track to understand that you need to start doing something. Okay, do you have a bug out bag? See, I mean, it just keeps going on and on, because God forbid, you stockpile your house and you got all your stuff, and a mob of folks. That's why I tell you, civil unrest is my biggest fear. A gang of people, comes to your house, banging down the door, and the worst thing that can happen is they burn you out. Now you got to fight out your house, grab your bug out bags, fight for your life to get out, and try to survive without your stores. And most folks with a bug out bag, you can make it, well, most people, you can make it, a couple, 2 or 3 days. If you're prepared, if you're ready, and you can survive forever out of a bug out bag. What do you have in your bug out bag? See, this thing just keeps going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So, thank y'all for watching. Hopefully, I've said something that has triggered some thought process within you, and you will, you'll start making some better decisions about, what's going on and what you're doing and what you're planning on doing and what you're prepping for. So, as always, like I said, thank you for being here. Please subscribe to this channel. Please hit the bell icon so you know when I'm uploading. And hey, it is what it is. Got to get it together. Got to do things. We got to prep. We got to. So y'all be blessed. Take care. Subscribe.